Hello, St. Patrick's and friends of St. Patrick's. Welcome back to me, I guess. I went off, our family did. We went off to New Mexico for a camping trip, and we're back in it and love being back here. Although we were like anticipating, we actually had to wear our sweaters and stuff while we were there. And we were hoping for, oh man, are we through the warm weather? Not so much. Anyway, I wanted to share a word with you guys this morning about really a desire I've been having to be more Christ-like in the way that I treat others. I know that sounds probably pretty general, but let me try to get down to the nuts and bolts of what I mean. To be a better husband, a better father, a better friend, I think means thinking of the other person before you think of yourself. It's a very simple thing, but incredibly hard. And if I'm honest with you, I think sometimes, well, let me read you this excerpt real quick. It's a preface that C.S. Lewis gives to his book, The Scarlet Letter. Not The Scarlet Letter, that's a completely different book. That was way back in high school. No, The Screwtape Letters, completely different subject. But he is describing the mentality of what he believes the mentality of demons are, of spiritual, evil spiritual forces. This is what he said. That one of their motivations, these demons, is a kind of hunger. He writes, I feign that devils can, in a spiritual sense, eat one another and us. Even in human life, we have seen the passion to dominate, almost to digest one's fellow, to make his whole intellectual and emotional life merely an extension of one's own. Lewis has this profound way of using words and metaphors to describe things that are very arresting. And this one, for me, when I think about being selfish or using someone else, to think about it like this, not just dominating them, but to digest someone else, is frightening. But I think there's some, he's close. There's some truth to this that I think if I really look at the way I treat my wife or my kids or my friends or coworkers, it's like, not only what can I get out of them, but how can I consume whatever they can offer me? And sometimes it's even them to take on whatever gifts they have and use it for myself or take it for myself. It's quite frightening and disgusting when I think about like my attitude towards others. You compare that with Christ's call on our lives to love one another as Christ has loved us. And we see that there's this huge gap between what ends up looking like us trying to eat someone and what he calls us to. I share that with you to say, like, I'm interested, I'm desirous of living a completely different life, one that looks more like Christ, where he's not trying to digest anyone. He actually is interested in feeding his disciples and anyone else who's interested. And so maybe that's one way to look at it when we think about how we might love one another, and being more selfless, that we think about how we might feed someone else just for their benefit, not for ourselves. I think there's great freedom in that and great joy in that. And it makes us so much different from the very unhappy people out there who don't know Jesus. So maybe that's something we can pray for together, for one another here at St. Patrick's, that we look at our lives that way and the lives of others, not to consume them, but to feed them. Anyway, maybe that hits you like it's hit me. I hope it does. And can't wait to see you all again this coming Sunday. If you need anything, as always, reach out to us. Love to grab coffee or lunch. And we're praying for you. See you soon. God bless.